So I grab another screw here, and I'm pretty much going by eye, making some improvements to the off-grid shelter slash off-grid studio. And I just want to stress the point that most people in the alternative media, especially people that do it for a living professionally, very few people do it while off the grid. A lot of this kicked off around 2013, the YouTube AdSense, and I've been growing and growing since. A lot of things have shifted as of very recently, specifically with regards to YouTube AdSense. And there are people that are freaking the hell out that have 400,000 subscribers. I have 11,000 subscribers. And things haven't been great, but I've been surviving since I came here. It's been about 9 months since I've been living off the grid. I've invested about $4,000 in my property, and today I paid the whopping tax bill. I'm actually paying more on the land than what it's appraised for, but that's another story. About $111, 111, and almost $111.11, or pretty close to within 2 pennies. That's pretty freaking. That's like 1111. So basically, here's what's happening. There is a major shift of political opinion taking place on the planet. There's also been a lot of people asking, what's going on, Alex, with the solar flares and the planets and the alignments? We've been going into solar minimum for the last few weeks, in particular, the last few months. We've been coming out of a really chaotic solar maximum period. We've seen a lot of civil unrest. Things like Occupy, for example. A lot of people don't realize there's a reason why we saw so many protest movements around the period of Occupy and the Arab Spring. It's an extra light I have here, by the way. The reason I'm using extra lights also over here is to add some backlighting. As you can see, they go back and forth between talking about our project and talking about politics. And we're surely going to talk about a lot of politics right here in this space. We're seeing a major shift right around the time that people are losing their AdSense dollars. And basically what's taking place is people are having to reevaluate what they're about. You know, it's like that saying, making lemons out of lemonade. So I'm about to work harder than ever at my media content. I'm going to have to do that one again. At a time where we're about to lose a lot of money. And the thing is that it's important that people, it's not about having a brand per se, you know what I mean? It's about being the best at what it is that you do. Some people on our planet have become very wealthy, being very popular at telling people what they want to hear. As a result, the liberty movement is more fragmented than it used to be, and some people became very wealthy. I hope they made the right decisions to do the right things with their money. And they're not being as naive with their money as they have been with their morals. So as a result, some people have actually made enemies with others in the alternative media. And in no way are the top dogs in the alternative media working together to make sure we all stay afloat, because we're as divided as you can possibly be. That's why you don't see camping trips. Can you throw a hammer? Keep recording. I'm going to edit all. Hammer? Hammer right there. Right here? Okay. I don't see too well in this area, apparently. Okay. Right behind. So. It's not going in. See, so I don't really work very good with my hands, but I'm trying to get this. Alright, so we're going to edit that out. Continuing on to the next point. Edit. One of the things that I saw from the person that I've been posting news for, a complete 180. Not calling anyone a libtard. Not saying anything about, well, if you don't support Donald Trump, you support the pedophile Hillary Clinton. I'm not hearing that. So, here's what I have to say about the whole matter. This is not about Donald Trump being popular. This is about America being destroyed by design. They don't care if you're waking up now. It's too late. You haven't already figured out what you're going to do in the shits the fan the next few years. A lot of you are going to be fucked. And you're going to be stuck in the city. And some of you are already being led from being pro-Trump to being pro-Russia. This whole thing was designed to take out America by the kneecaps. So basically what you're seeing now in the independent media, which is not limited to politics, you're seeing people starved out. People are going to be doing layoffs. People are going to be having to make serious cuts financially. Some people might have to sell their homes. There's a lot of people out there in the so-called survival industry that aren't even set to survive economically in the grid while there is a grid, because they overlooked the real survival. They overlooked independent platforms. They overlooked their own website. They bit of the apple of the YouTube AdSense, which rewarded them if they lied through their teeth and were sensational as they possibly could be the last 5 years. And now they're going to use that to shut down full-on YouTube channels. YouTube AdSense is step one. Next step, since I've been right about everything else, is full-on YouTube channels going black, no explanation, talk to the Borg, tell it to AI. Tell it to AI. And in the end, it's all going to be blamed on AI. Elon Musk himself says his concern with AI, and he does not want to live on a planet where there's going to be a robot takeover. And so you see people and others, they say they're concerned about AI when they actually serve the same AI system. People like Alex Jones. He says he's critical of transhumanism 1 year, and years later, as he literally gets in bed with evil and allows evil to get in bed with him, Alex Jones himself says, I want the power, I want the control, I want the life extension technology, I want the Archon. He wants the help from the Archons. He's become an Archon. The whole thing about InfoWars and people like him was exposing the New World Order. Well, that's what the Archons have developed. A surveillance society, a world where they want all the humans tracked and traced, where they can watch them here in this petri dish, in this non-human conspiracy, and they can watch them from space, and they can watch people on the internet, and they can give life extension technology to people that are serving the agenda of the Archons until they stop serving the agenda of the Archons. Then the Archons have them for dinner. So we're going to have to cut out the fat. We're going to have to cut out the disinformation. A lot of people are actually going to cut out the disinformation artists that they were #1 fans of, now that things are getting real. Perhaps people like Alex Anstray won't seem so crazy from here on out. Perhaps some of you will start to realize, I've never lied to you. I've never tried to lead you into some political traps, and you're officially a crackhead if you still think I'm a closet Clinton supporter. You seriously have psychological disorders. So this is a major time for people to rebuild. We could rebrand. This isn't a brand. Rebuild themselves. This is a new cycle. You asked about solar flares. Well, we're in a solar minimum, and we're going into a new cycle. And this is the quiet before the storm, in a literal and metaphoric sense, and financial and geopolitical. Quiet before the storm. And with regards to massive earthquakes, okay, we're doing a little bit of adjustment here to our content. No, adjustment to what's important. I find myself spending, money buying the server space on my on-demand channel like I knew something was coming. I had no insider information about the YouTube boycott. I just knew something was going to happen. I just didn't think it would happen this soon. This is all happening very, very quickly. I could lose my job in the next month, earning me $500 per month if things get really bad for my associate's website. My AdSense is just, meaning I could lose 90% of my income in the next month. So, as I conclude here, I'm letting you know how you can help me. Right now, 10 of you, and I want to thank the last 2 that just subscribed. Some really positive signs. OutsideTheBox.vhx.tv, $4.95 per month. That's basically 16 cents a day. If you think I'm worth a cup of coffee or a couple, heaven forbid, a Happy Meal. Not that I'm into fast food, but just using it as an expression of speech. Basically, if you think I'm worth half the cost of a real meal at a real restaurant, let's just say the meal is like $10. If you think I'm worth half that, you're worth half my food, Alex, for the month, for everything that you share with us. You can help me go independent. The reason I'm not worried and the reason I'm confident is because I know my content is good and it's original. And I'm not just making stuff up for AdSense money. My numbers were low the whole time on YouTube because I stayed true to myself. They were low, very low. By being true to myself at the same time and telling the truth and having a track record, now in this new cycle that we're in, the solar minimum, as we prepare for solar maximum, it's about readjusting the whole thing and going from YouTube, here, beast, here, I'm going to feed you for free. Here, let's feed it with the comment section. Let's help create YouTube to being a bigger website. Then YouTube literally stabs us in the stomach and we're bleeding and we're trying to survive. Maybe we can do this together. You're looking for accurate content. For the first time in your life, you think about, hey, I really, really, really enjoy this guy. Instead of buying all these products, is he worth a cup of coffee per month or 2 cups of coffee? And if the answer is yes, 11 of you believe this way, 12 of you believe this way, 13 of you believe this way, 15 of you believe this way, I'm set. I'm not going to have to worry about things that people with 400,000 subscribers are going to have to worry about because they don't know what's coming. That's why they're scared. Not only are they losing their money, they don't know that Donald Trump is going to do this. So they're losing their money and they're confused. I'm not confused. So, outsidethebox.vhx.tv, $4.95 per month. We'll see you over there.